Hey YouTube, what's happening? This is Copper. Welcome to the first episode of City Skylines After Dark, which oddly sounds like an HBO adult film special, but we're gonna ignore that and just play the game. I'm super excited to play this game. I'm super excited. I used to play this a lot. Kind of fell off the bandwagon. You kind of do that with city or sandbox games if you're not obsessive. I feel about them. Being obsessive about sandbox, by the way, not a bad thing. Just takes a lot of time. I don't have that. So I'm really excited to jump into this expansion pack. Day-night cycles, kind of a cool thing to have, although you don't need to purchase the expansion pack in order to get that. They actually give that for you to you for free if you already have the base game. Although the other stuff isn't quite unlocked for you, like tourism and all that stuff. So we're gonna get started, but first I want to point out, one, I'm not using any mods right now because I'm afraid of compatibility issues. But the most important thing I wanted to point out that I discovered accidentally while I was, making sure everything was set up correctly for the recording is under styles over here. It tells me that this European style was last updated 45 years ago. That's a long time ago. That might be more than, the game's existence. That is actually more than my existence. So I'm really confused about this. There's maybe a time machine involved. I don't know. I don't want to question it. I have a feeling if I question it on a YouTube channel, someone's going to come over and, erase me or something. So I'm just going to leave that there. Leave it up to you guys to figure it out because I'm very confused. Moving on. Let's start this game. I went through the maps here. I was kind of thinking of starting with maybe a Steam map, but I don't know. I don't know if things are going to break with the new expansion, so I'll hold off for now. I don't think they will. I don't think they changed anything on the maps besides the day-night stuff, and that's just for buildings. By the way, I do have all the assets still enabled, even though I'm fairly certain most of them, if not all of them, don't have the necessary lighting that the creators probably would have wanted. So yes, they're still in. We have a good variety of buildings in here. Most of them are probably going to be dark at night, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. Some of them do have lights just as decoration that work now because it has a night cycle, which is pretty cool. But just a heads up for that one. But anyway, back to the map. I think we're going to do Lagoon Shore. I know there's a tourism industry, and I know there's a beach industry now. And this guy, look at these beaches. So sandy. So sandy. So we're going to try it. We're going to leave it as Lake Valley for now because I don't really know what to call it. We'll come up with it. If you have a suggestion, do feel free to leave a comment. But for now, let's get started. I'm so freaking excited. Oh, God. Okay. Pull it back, Copper. Pull it back. Let's see here. To get the highest tax income possible, your city should produce raw materials locally. Specialized industries located at the sites of the natural resources produce raw materials. Thank you. What a great freaking screen back here. That's some pretty stuff, man. Although I'm pretty sure the sky becomes this color when there's some pollution involved, but we're going to ignore that fact also. We're ignoring so many things during this this gameplay. How interesting. Please load. Don't die. Pretty, please. Pretty, please. Come on, little birdie. Alrighty then. So I'm going to pause it right away. Hello. Hello to you too. Pause it right away because we want to make sure the night doesn't come on when we want to build. Look at these beaches. Oh, they look so nice. So touristy. It's like freaking sandy cash. That's what it is. Sandy cash. Anyway, so on the test run here, we're going to start out vanilla, by the way, and I do that because I want to give you guys an idea of what the game is like. If you were to buy it, weren't quite sure about it, wanted to maybe buy the expansion pack also, so this is what you kind of start out with, $70,000 in a dream. You do start out with one road, and I do recommend always building the shortest distance road possible, building it immediately, which will unlock a couple more options for you. And then just deleting that road so you get 30 of it back. You lose $10. I think there's a mod that actually basically does that but doesn't make it so you lose any money, but I'm fine with it for now. Don't want to use mods on this one. It's the goal here. And then I always forget when I start out like this is that freaking roads are expensive, man. Roads are very, very expensive. So we're going to curve this around and not create a... Well, you know what? I had it curve over here last time because I wanted to have access to this lake, but I think I'm just going to have a bit of a straight line here. On the ground, yeah, on the ground. We're not going to make it an elevated road. Although I do like elevated highways a lot. The problem is the cost of elevated roads doubles, and I think same thing with tunnels. They might be 4 times the amount actually for tunnels. So we'll do it on the ground because we actually don't have a lot of money to work with. And because this is always a problem with me every single time I play this game, I'm going to build the utilities first and then try to make sure I hook them up very soon, because I usually build everything out. I'm like, okay, totally have enough for the utilities. Plant down the utilities, and then I have no way to connect them because I'm out of money, and these things actually do cost money. So, go figure. Moving on, let's see, 7 megawatts, 8 megawatts. Looks like that's the best we're going to get, and we're going to definitely use wind power for at least the beginning here. Maybe go along this. It'll look pretty cool. Fairly cool. We might replace them in the future, but have that right there. And the cool thing about that is that we can have one of these. What do we want here? I think we're going to have the water intake over here and then poop out the water over here, which makes it probably undesirable for people to live near this gigantic lake, but poop got to go somewhere, so we're going to make it go there. All right. So we'll withdraw water from here, and we'll put it right next to the power, so I don't have to draw any power lines for that. And then, so sorry, everyone. So sorry. Yes, there's going to be poop over here. Again, poop's got to go somewhere. Connect those in the shortest distance possible. I'm probably going to have to do a power line over there as well. Do I connect it now? Yeah, I think I can connect it pretty safely now because this guy isn't going to come out here. So we'll connect it just to make sure it has power. This automatically has power because it's covered in its grid. And we'll go back to building. So $48,000. That's okay. We're in a good position. So we're going to start out with a main road for the first area over here. And it shouldn't be too big of an area because we don't want a whole bunch... I don't think we want a whole bunch of people to come in and be like, all right, high density right at the entrance to the highway. It's going to cause a huge backup, which is going to cause problems for industry. So let's make this a good size for both commercial and residential, but not a huge size if you get my drift. So let's make sure we build a bridge over these guys first. It's very important. And then we'll make it so the bridge will go down. We could do it right here, but that's a freaking crazy slope. We'll make it, a normal-looking bridge, huh? Go over 1 square. That's pretty normal, I think. That's a good slope. It's always weird to see, like, you can make pretty steep slopes for, like, on-ramps and any kind of thing, but the traffic doesn't always follow the road when that happens. They like to fly. So I try to do as gentle of slopes as I possibly can. Are those, newspaper things? Is that a newspaper stand? Well, I can't really see when it zooms out like that, but no, well. Anyway, let's see. So that'll be a good area. Industrial probably over here. We can even do some farming. I think this lightness means farming. I can't really tell right now because the natural resources, that's outside connections. Natural resources are not locked, are unlocked, or are locked. They are not unlocked. So that's a bit of a problem. We'll extend this just a little bit further. Same with this guy. Actually, we'll extend this even further because we want it to be a nice area for people to live. And what we can do here is branch you off over here. Now, we want to make some interesting shapes. I like cities with shapes rather than grids. Grids are just, they're so efficient and really, really, really boring. So let's not do that, huh? I think what we can do here is go over 1.5 or 2.5 rather, and then connect to the middle here. It's a nice shape. I like that. And maybe go 1 over. Could even do that if we really wanted to, but I kind of want to go over and then over again. There we go. That's a cool shape. Pretty efficient. A little bit of spaces, but we can put some green stuff in there as well. Same thing with over here. We want it to kind of circle. We don't want it to be super close to the highway because they'll hate me. I don't want my citizens to hate me, but we also sort of don't want it... We don't really want to waste anything as well. Here, let's do this. Let's expand off of this direction. Over here. And then down. That's far enough from the highway that I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. I mean, highway. I say highway. It's a one-way right now, but it will be a highway eventually. And I don't want to really make a four-way stop. How do we want to do this? This needs to be kind of fixed. I think I'm going to make a couple of branches over here. That, or I'll extend this and make a circle. Nah, that'll look weird. That'll look weird. That's a stupid idea. Whew. Glad I stopped myself for that one. Let's see here. How do I want this to happen? I do want this to have a cool shape, but I also don't want it to be dumb. And that is that's the hard part about this game, is making things so they don't look dumb. That could work. If I extend this like one more, and then over to here. I don't want you to bend. I do want you to stay straight, like that. Is that a bend? I think that's more straight, right? Yeah, that's good. Not too bad. And let's divide this up a little bit. That's okay. That's ugly. That's not what I want. That'll work for now. And then same thing with this area. We'll make this a little bit of a branching area. Like, we'll branch it over to this direction right here, and then just ever so slightly in this direction right here. Efficient? Not really. Interesting to look at? Kind of, actually. And then we'll deal with the rest afterwards. I think we're probably obviously going to extend this way, but we don't want to pay maintenance on the roads until we get everything set up, because I always mess up on this section, so... Let's see. This will be a great area. We can be pretty aggressive in designating these residential sections at the beginning. Let's see here. This. This is a pretty high demand at the moment, so we're pretty fine right now. Here. Yeah, we can do this area as well. They won't... I don't know if they'll fill up all of this right away, but they'll fill up most of it. And then obviously we're going to have some... Oh, that's actually a pretty good spot for low density, at least in the beginning. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That looks, I mean, I wouldn't say good, but it's acceptable. Let's build the industry area, which I know they're going to scream for, but we'll build a very small one for now. I do actually want... I don't know. We don't have the specialization unlocked for agriculture just now, so we'll hold off. We'll definitely build factories in the beginning, and definitely make it a straight line. Yeah, we'll... make it a straight line for now. Yeah, I'm not super convinced that's the best idea, but we'll make it a straight line for now. And we can build off of it in one direction, maybe 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 sounds good. And that'll be good for now. For now? Really? Maybe one more? One intersection is not going to hurt in the middle. And then... Let's see, I can probably even go to there and then make these two very short... Yeah, that looks good. So the thing about industry is that obviously the longer you have a road, the more likelihood you have of trucks pulling off the road to, like, you know, deliver their goods and then stop traffic. So I feel like having a branching system kind of like this is the best, because they'll turn off and hopefully, I don't know, they'll pull off the road on these branches rather than on the main road. Which we're definitely not going to put industry on. We do not want to do that. That'd be probably a mistake, because we don't want people to pull off and hold off traffic. So we're gonna go ahead and do this here, here also as well. Yeah, we can get away with that, I think. Yeah, we can get away with that. Why not? And then I almost want to just go here and here as well. I don't know if this section will ever get developed, but we can see. We can hope. Let's see, we need to make sure they have water. Stupid people always want water. I don't understand why. It's the lamest of the beverages out there, but hey, to each their own. Is this going to actually work? No, it's not. I mean, it'll work for now because there's nothing actually zoned over here, but we're gonna probably want, well, do we want to pay maintenance on it now? No, we don't. We'll worry about it later. So this is a great starting. We still have $19,000 in the bank account, which makes me think we probably should expand a little bit more. First off, holy crap, first off, we're gonna make sure that this thing is freaking connected and we have power. Jeez, Copper, holy crap, you almost did it again. My test run I did of this game, this scenario at least, I didn't play for that long, maybe like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. And that was all basically building, and I stupidly got to the point where I ran out of funds and couldn't connect anything, because what do you know, these things actually cost money. Who'd have thunk, right? I mean, jeez, how embarrassing. I actually might want to do a very small section over here for people. This way I can connect the power lines to here. Eventually this is going to be deleted because it looks fugly, but for now we'll keep it. And you know what, I'm actually going to delete the just one square. We're just going to delete one square. No, we're going to delete all these squares because we actually want the people to fill in this section first and then fill in this other section, because we want to want the power, man. We need the power. So this will be a good, let's see, let's demark this, that, and that. All right. This is a good start. We do need power to go across to the industrial section, and the easiest way to do that, probably following this line. Still looks pretty ugly, but what can you do when you don't start with a ton of money? Not much is the answer to that. Not much. Where did I build here? So we'll see where they come in, and then we can just connect wherever we need to go. Last but certainly not least, let's connect the quote-unquote highway. How are we going to connect the highway? How do we want to connect the highway? I almost want this to be maybe well, maybe this? No, we'll do it. We'll do the obvious bit, and we'll connect it this way. I think in the future it's going to become a... Oops, that's really not what I wanted to do. I think in the future it's going to become an issue with the amount of traffic it's going to be able to support. But for now, this is okay. Not ideal. Oh, God, I have to extend this just a little bit more. Make sure to flip that around because it's going the wrong direction. Flip this back. Make this a nice curve because curves are awesome. Once again, oh God, why is that off? I guess we'll leave it for now. It doesn't look too pretty, but we'll leave it for now. And then same with this guy. Oh God, am I gonna be able to do this? Yes, but only barely. Obviously we want to flip this in direction. Same with this guy over here. Flip him over. I guess we'll make this as straight as possible and try to, I don't know. Oh God, it looks so bad. Oh no, oh no, oh God. All right, let's delete this and redo that. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Let's see here. We'll make them straight lines for now. Eventually, obviously this is not gonna work. We can't make these straight lines. We can't really even make them like, this will support some traffic, but not a lot of traffic. So we'll go ahead and replace those. They exit on that, there, turn that there, they're not there. All right, we're good. Although no one's gonna be going in this direction at all until we build something over there, so not too bad. I think we might actually be ready for this. Let's make that go over, and then we'll connect that to wherever it needs to go, and all right, let's go. And here we go, guys. Here we go. First city, Lake Valley, which we will rename once I can come up with a good name. If you have any suggestions for that, by the way, go ahead and leave a comment. I would be happy to take your suggestion. I might not be happy to use your suggestion, but I would be happy to take it. And that's the important part. That is the important part. Oh, what are you called? Tweeter? Twerper? Tripper? I don't like you very much, little bird. I'm sorry. Wow, it's a bit deserty, huh? There we go. There's the step I was looking for. Now that we have this built in, let's go ahead and expand the residential section because they're gonna want some more. Expand it off of here. Oops, that's not what we wanted. We actually do want it to connect down to the commercial, and we don't want to build power lines to that, so this will be good. This will be good. fully biodegradable umbrellas in stores. That sounds like a horrible idea. As a native to Washington State, that does sound bad, but whatever. As a native of the Washington State, we don't really use umbrellas. It's the real truth to that. So, never mind. I guess I don't really have an opinion on that. I thought I did. I was going to support an opinion, but I don't think I actually do have one. How odd. All right. Well, ignore that. We are $1,000 in debt. Not in debt. Pause. Now that we have our industry coming in, we actually do want to connect this before I run out of money. One and, a little bit further over, and two. Good. Awesome. You have water, yes? Yes, you have water. Perfect. So you're all set. This should hopefully be a good starting position to make some money. There was a question mark on the end of that because I'm not quite sure. Last time I tried this, I sort of kind of died. Not died, but got into a situation where I either had to restart, which is what I did, or use the cheat for infinite money, which I didn't want to do, so I didn't do that. They want some commercial. Well, commercial's actually building in. Let's see how their commercial demand is once they build in. I don't think it's real time in terms of demand. Like, as it builds, I think it doesn't account for it until it's actually built, and then once it's built, it updates the... see, commercial demand is now low, the commercial desire there. So here comes our first wave of citizens. We're on speed 2. That's good. We have a gross factory area, which is stupid, but whatever. And then we'll have some farm, I think, right there, if we can afford it. Although it does cost a bit more water, I think, if I remember correctly. But let's go to speed 3 and watch as night falls. Oh, this is exciting. I mean, I've already seen this, but you may not have seen this, so look at this. Oh, it looks so cool every time. The way the lights slowly just kind of this flow onward. They don't flicker on like I think real lights would, but it looks so nice. The only slight issue is I don't actually know how much you can see on here. I'm pretty sure the YouTube encoding is going to make it a little difficult for you to see. So I think we're going to hold off on building during the night sections, or at least try to speed through them, even if people are screaming at me, just so you can actually see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little light. It's like a little flashlight next to my cursor. I think it's so, for some reason, it's so fun to it just follows you around like a cat. Anyway, so they're complaining about low amount of citizens. Go back to speed 2. I'm not super worried about zoning at night. I don't think you guys will mind. If you do, let me know, but I don't think you will. It'd be kind of silly, I think, but your opinions are your own, I suppose. Go ahead and do that entire section. I'm not actually too worried about overzoning at this point in time. Because we actually really do need an income, and we're still losing money, but we're about to equalize here. They're getting workers. This is good. This is very good. We have a really cool bridge that I like to watch things go over. I don't know if you were... I feel like there's a certain kind of person that really likes city building games, and I feel like that kind of person is the kind of person who liked ant farms as a kid growing up, or even now. I know there's those really cool like Spaceworks or whatever they're called, ant farms that you can see them tunneling in, and it's like a 3D model. Very cool. I actually got one of those for Christmas one year. I'm like over 20. I'm like 20. I don't know if I want to say this on a recording. I'm like 25. And I still find those things so cool. Ants, man. Ants and bees are so interesting. And I think that these kind of games kind of hook into that desire to watch them and observe. So I don't know. Oh god, I might actually sneeze, which would be not so great. So this is a good little start. We'll go to speed 3 to get through this night section so we can decide what we want to build next. We're still losing money, but we should equalize very soon as these commercial sections come up and this residential section fills out. So not too bad. Not too bad of a start. I love the sound effects. Oh god. Oh my god. Look at that. Looks so cool, except for the haze. Oh no. And now we need power. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Hold on. Do we have enough money for we don't have any money for power. Okay, so how much do we need for another windmill? We need 6,000. I have almost leet amount. So we're gonna ignore this section over here, and we're gonna move over to this side and watch the sun rise over here with the ambient noise. It's actually really loud. I might need to lower that. There we go. So, oh god, I missed it. Oh, I looked down at the freaking, well, at least you caught it. I'll be able to see it in the video. That was really quite cool, actually. And there goes the sun, man. There goes the sun. Quite cool. Quite cool indeed. Not so cool over here. We're gonna ignore that section of the town and look at this beautiful, beautiful town over here, functioning properly. People with billboards and walking. Oh my god, it looks so great. Alright, so we actually do need to wait for some money here, which is fine. We'll wait. I don't know. It's a little difficult to get started in this game, but once you do... Whoa! Once you do, I told you. Little hamlet. Fantastic. I think we get a bit of a money boost as well. Landfill site, we'll have to build that almost immediately. We can hold off on the medical and elementary school. We're not going to want to educate people right away. They're not worth the money at this point, which I hate to say. They're not. But we did get a boost in our income right there. So that's pretty cool. And that means we can definitely build another windmill and keep our citizens alive. It's over here, right? Yeah, windmill land is over here. So that's fine. It's producing 8 megawatts. We'll make it a line because they look cool. Should I put it... Do I need another one? How much is this gonna produce? Let's see. Electricity for 7 megawatts, 15. We're gonna expand pretty quickly, but we will hold off on adding another windmill until we actually do that. We are in money saving mode, and we do want to make sure we have money to build stuff. So we do need a landfill site probably immediately. Cool thing about this is the industry is very near the residential, which is not super great, but it also means that sites that, like the landfill site that produces undesirable surroundings, you can put them right in the section near the industrial section, and it's actually very near the residential and commercial sectors as well, so that's really nice. What isn't nice is trying to decide exactly where I want to put this. We definitely want to use the service road. We don't want to pay too much to have this connected here. Where do I want to put the landfill site? I kind of want to put it up here, but I don't want them to have to travel through this one industrial lane. But that might need to be... That might have to be it. I could put it over here. Yeah, you know, I think near the industrial section is probably better because we already know we're going to build out this section for residential people, and they're going to hate living next to a landfill. And industry doesn't really hate it as much. I think they do hate it, but not as much. So we'll build out a little service road right here. Do I want it to be a straight service road? Yeah, we'll make it straight. I'll make them very interesting later on, but for now, we do need to save money, and that means grid system for the most part in the beginning. I do want to make really interesting looking neighborhoods, so... God, there are some really interesting, crazy, talented people who do very cool things with City Skylines. I know you're not really supposed to, you know, rep other people's channels, but if you do want to see that, they are out there. I do recommend looking at them, because they are very, very interesting. The people who put in a ton of time into this game and make very beautiful cities, and I envy them, and I want to be like them one day. But for now... Straight lines. Lots and lots of straight lines. I like straight lines for now. Right angles, yes. Pointy, pointy angles. There we go. The garbage brigade is on the move. 3 out of 5 trucks. Let's go up to 2. 3 out of 5 trucks? Really? That's all you need for this entire city, huh? Okay. If you think that's the amount of trucks you need, I'm not gonna step on your toes, but that seems a little low to me. All right, so commercial is at medium demand. I think if I just go right here, skip the intersection, I think this will fill out most of the demand here, which will probably increase the demand for residential, and we're actually running out of spaces for residential. We can... Yeah, I think this is a good spot for residential, to be completely honest, right here and here, and then we'll continue the avenue all the way up. We need that avenue for heavy traffic anyway, so that'll be good. We do want to keep in mind, we do want a tourism industry, which I haven't played with just yet, so I'm not quite sure how that works. And we do want to make it over here eventually for tourism, but we do need that base down. So you got to start small with this game and grow, which is part of the fun, man. It's part of the fun. So let's see. Commercial demand is going into the low section. Once these are all built, let's see if it updates. Still low? Still medium, huh? We don't want to build too many commercial sections and then have people, have them complain that there's not enough shoppers. Oh, nope, now it's low. See, there's like a slight delay when you... Oh, God, the ambient noise is so freaking loud. I need to turn that out. I really need to turn that down. I'll turn that down before the next episode. No worries, though. Whoa! My phone's going off. This timer. This is probably a good place to make a cut here. We're having some people issues for the industrial area, but it should... They are building more... Yeah, we should be fine. But for now, I think I'm going to put a cut in here. We're going to go ahead and pause the game. Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode. If you did like this and want to see more, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate comments as well. Always looking to improve. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, which should be probably up very soon. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.